Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. I'm Dunmere, a top 100 Overwatch player. But not to waste your time and talking about too much other stuff, let's jump right into the Sojourn guide. And to do that, I brought a professional DPS player in to talk about the character.
Hey guys, my name is Far. I'm a DPS player that played professionally in North American contenders for multiple years. I've been playing at a high level, basically all of Overwatch 1, and I'm hoping to continue that into Overwatch 2.
Awesome. So could you start telling us about Sojourn's abilities, like what they do, how you want to be using each one?
Yeah, so Sojourn's railgun is really what all her abilities rely on. It has two modes, one a rapid projectile and another a hit scan burst shot that charges up by dealing damage with the primary fire to enemies or shields. The secondary fire can one-shot with 80 charge, so dealing as much primary fire damage as possible to charge it up is key. Power Slide is Sojourn's escape and engage ability. You can jump to high grounds to secure aggressive positions, or jump back away to your team when pressured. Disruptor Shot isn't the main focus of Sojourn's abilities, but it still has uses. It slows enemies stuck in its radius, so using it on enemies in an open space is powerful. Sojourn's ultimate gives you constant charges of secondary fire. Not much needs to be said here other than that you just need to click some heads with it.
What are Sojourn's strengths and weaknesses?
Sojourn is essentially a more mobile and flexible version of Widowmaker. While she may not have the same consistent kill potential, she's less vulnerable to being dove. She can also take aggressive positions more consistently, so she oftentimes has a higher pick securing potential. As for weaknesses, Sojourn lacks in overall damage since her primary fire doesn't deal a lot of damage. Also, Sojourn is difficult to play well. Her kill securing relies on difficult skill shots, so if you aren't able to hit these skill shots, then you won't be able to get good value out of her.
So in what situations do you play Sojourn and pick her over another DPS character?
Since Sojourn is a generalist hero, she's good in a lot of situations. She's just about to pick over other heroes in almost all situations. However, she excels in maps with medium to long range sightlines, where there are more opportunities to secure those picks. This is mainly why you pick her, to secure those picks, so if you think you can hit the frags, then go for it. This is a very important thing though, because if you're missing right clicks and not getting picks, that's generally when you should swap off. Now looking at Sojourn and team comp, good heroes to play with her are the ones that can output consistent damage such as Tracer or Genji. They can help by following up on enemies you get weak, and you can make up for the lack of range damage by poking enemies down. But in the end, don't be afraid to lock in Sojourn regardless of what else is going on around you.
Alright, now to put everything together, how do you play Sojourn?
Sojourn should always be poking enemies as much as possible. Farming her secondary fire one shot is everything on Sojourn, so keep up the pressure so you can fire as many shots as possible. As the secondary fire is extremely important to Sojourn's playstyle, you need to be very careful with your secondary shots. Don't rush them, wait until the enemy has stopped moving, is moving predictably, or doesn't know you're aiming at them to go for the kill. Her Disruptor Shot is also a very useful ability and is best used in groups of enemies to slow them down. If you can land one of these on a group as they push through a choke, it will hold them in a vulnerable position longer so your team can kill them. In regard to her Power Slide, be careful not to waste it. While you can play aggro with it and get into great positions, it's on a decently long cooldown. So if you do play aggressively with it, then make sure you can survive long enough to escape after. While Sojourn is a powerful character overall, it'll still lose in close range fights, so avoid tight corridors where close range enemies are likely to engage from. These locations not only force you into close range, but also limit your ability to see these heroes at a distance where you can play more carefully and damage them before they get close. Now, how should you use Sojourn's ultimate? When you find yourself on a powerful off angle or flank, this is a great time to use your ultimate. The enemies won't be able to defend themselves as well, and even if you can't secure kills, your team will probably wail. Sojourn's ultimate is also very powerful for beginning fights, so don't be afraid to press Q early and hunt kills. Sojourn is quite powerful overall, but doesn't want to be frontlining. With only 200 HP and no defensive abilities, she will suffer there. So how should Sojourn play in a teamfight? A Sojourn player must play behind its tanks or within slide distance of safety. From there, you poke the enemy and look for opportunities. When your tank pushes forward or you see a flank available, feel free to push up and secure kills. However, if you don't have your right click available, then a flank won't do as much good. So charge up your right click before this, and then go on a flank.
Everyone, make sure you go follow Far on Twitter at @far_OW. Thanks so much, Far, for coming on and talking about Sojourn. We're really glad we could have you here.
Yeah, no problem. I hope everyone watching is able to hit their right clicks and pops off on Sojourn. Good luck in Overwatch 2.
If you're looking for some more Overwatch 2 content, then make sure to check out these videos I have right here. Like I said, I'm a top 100 Overwatch player, so I have lots of videos and things to share with you guys.